The coast to coast walk took me from here at St Bees up the coast. Then we turned inland and headed towards the Lake District through lovely valleys before arriving at Ennerdale Water and my first well camping site of the trip. The Lake District was stunning, with wonderful views from the ridges, beautiful tarns and wonderful wild camping spots. Finally, I walked down Haweswater Reservoir and along its beautiful Beck to the campsite in Shap. Hi there and welcome to St Bees and the start of Coast to Coast. This is day 2 for me. I'll explain why in a while. First I need to go down and wet my feet in the sea. The tide's out, so it's quite a way. Right, here we have it. The sea, here it comes. My boots are in the sea. Next time they'll be in the sea is hopefully at Robin Hood's Bay. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. Right, along the coast path for a little while. Let's go. The other tradition, of course, that I forgot to observe is to pick up a pebble off the beach and then take it and throw it in the sea, in the harbour. So here's my pebble. There we go, first coast to coast sign. And as always, it's up. So this is St Bees. That's where I stayed last night, in the campsite. I had a cancelled train, a delayed train, which meant that I missed my train in Birmingham. I had to wait there for 2 hours and I didn't get here till 8 o'clock. I was hoping to arrive at mid-afternoon and walk, so that is why it's day 2 for me. Not sure if that's the Isle of Man out there. So just past St Bees Head and the lighthouse. Some people go up that road. I'm carrying along the coast to the quarry. Well, this is where we leave the coast. Next time we'll be walking on the coast will be about 170 miles away, which will be the North Sea. So we need to head inland up past the quarry house. There we have it, Lake District. So according to this, I've done 7 miles and I've got 184 to go. Out there in the sea is indeed the Isle of Man. I'm going to check that with a local. Looking down the coast southwards. Fantastic views today. We'll be going down that way and heading left and heading out that way to Ennerdale Bridge. Just come down through the Forestry Commission down into this beautiful little valley. And, it's got little tributaries running in. Oh, look at that, beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, I think this is a spot for a lie down and some dinner. So we made it to Ennerdale Water and I've decided if we're going to go up the left side or the right side. My route book says right side, so I think we'll do that way. And see the path sneaking along by the water's edge. I really didn't like that bit, going around Robin Hood's chair, a bit scrambling. It wasn't too tough, just didn't like it. So I had my evening meal, sorted out my camping spot. Unfortunately the midges are pretty bad, so I'm going to carry on. It's only 7:30, so we've got another few hours to go. Take it easy, see how far we get. Good morning, nice and sunny. And this is walking day 2 over coast to coast. After a blustery night, the wind really picked up about 11:30 and carried on until, well, we're still going now really. It started to rain about 3 o'clock, but it didn't get too bad. So here we are at the top of Ennerdale Valley. We'll be going up the gully up here today. A short day, about 7 miles over to Rossonthwaite after going through Honeston, and then hopefully wild camping the other side. So we're looking forward to a nice easy day today. As always with wild camping, leave no trace, just flattened grass. And we're heading up the valley now. Whoa, the wind's getting up. Well, this is where we say goodbye to Ennerdale and climb up this gully up onto the top over the other side to Honeston. On the top now, as you can see back towards Ennerdale Water. That's come over the top. Alternative route. It's fantastic. As long as the rain holds off, it'll be beautiful. And over there is Honeston Slate Mines. I believe there's a cafe there, so I'm going to grab something to eat when we get there. I was supposed to be camping down there by the waterfalls, but it's early and it's raining, so I can't really get my tent up. So I'm going to press on to Grasmere Common. This is beautiful. Really beautiful. Look at that valley. So hidden. Just going over top and then down into Grasmere Common. Well, day 2 is almost coming to an end. It's 8:30. I've not managed to find anywhere on the moor to camp, so I'm going to have to head down into Grasmere and see if I can find somewhere there. As you can see, I'm in my tent now. I couldn't find anywhere in Grasmere, so I decided I'd just carry along the route and see where I could find. I found some abandoned buildings, which I can show you in the morning, and by the river. You can probably hear it, it's quite noisy. It's very late, it's gone 12. Put the tent up and I'm just going to crash. Can't even be bothered to get the sleeping bag out. Spirits is good though, and I'll just get myself sorted in the morning. Very long day. Grasmere is 30 miles into the route, so 23 miles yesterday. So quite exhausting really. As I say, we'll regroup tomorrow and push on to Tarns. It means that I won't have so far to walk and I can get myself sorted in the morning as well. Right, I'll say good night and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning and welcome to day 3. I managed to get some sleep last night down by the river here, and as I said, I pitched my tent in the remains of an old building. And today we're off to Tarns, and our first task of the day is to climb up that valley to the top to Grasmere Tarns, and then we'll be off to Patterdale and then Tarns. I'm all packed up, raring to go, so as always leave no trace, and hopefully it's going to be a nice day today. A beautiful view from the wild campsite. Well, it's quite a pull out of the valley, but I think it's worth it for the waterfalls, or the waterfall. And the flagstone path goes up. Well, I think the climb's over, and I think Grasmere Tarns is probably just in sight now. We'll do it together. Oh wow, beautiful spot. Sorry for the sniffing, got a runny nose. Oh, that is nice. Worth the climb. I thought I recognised this. Looking at the map, up there is Dollywagon, and when I was a Venture Scout back in the 80s, 1980s, not 1880s, we did a expedition to the Lake District and walked from the top to Helvellyn and then down there. So yeah, brings back fond memories with Judith and Sprox. Beautiful sight. All the buttercups are out in this field. Some more up there. It's gorgeous. Unfortunately, more gravel path walking into Patterdale. Still in Grasmere, sometimes it's good to stop and just look back from whence you came. It's Dollywagon Pike, and then up towards Helvellyn along the top of the ridge. So I've made it to Patterdale. Fortunately, the pub doesn't open until 12 and it's just gone 11. So I'm going to sit here in the sun. I did speak to a lady that said that the old post office over there is where Wainwright sold his first book. If you know any different, or if you know that that's correct, please comment below. Next time I'm going to chill out in the sun for a little while. And who knows, they might even show the Premier Rugby final, which may mean that I might have to stay in there a little longer than they anticipated. But that doesn't matter, it's only a few miles to Tarns where I'm camping tonight. Right, we're almost there now. In fact, there it is, Tarns. Beautiful. And then I'm guessing the route goes up there and then up onto that high range up there. It's just too early to stop at Tarns, so I've pressed on past the knot and coming up to the High Street. Obviously High Street is the Roman road, and I'm guessing up there along that ridge, is it going north up towards High Rise. We'll be heading off this way to Kidsty Pike, hopefully I said that right. So this may be a great opportunity to recap on the walk through the lakes over the last 3 days. Only half a day of any rain, so that's the lakes were kind to me. As you can see, views absolutely superb. Wasn't so fond of, and I know why they have it, but all the gravel and the big rocks that turn into steps. It was hard and it did spoil it a little bit, really, but I know the reason why, so you just have to accept that. It should be downhill most of the way now. So we're on top of Kidsty Pike. Down there is Haweswater Reservoir, and we can see that the route goes down that way and off into the distance is the Pennines. It's coming up to 6:30 now, so it's time to start looking for a possible campsite. Good morning, day 4 of the coast to coast. Camped down by one of the tributaries to the Haweswater Reservoir, this lovely little valley. Not sure what the weather's going to be today. From what I've heard, it's supposed to be nice, but that looks a bit grey up there. But we've only got 9 or so miles to Shap. So we're almost at the end of Haweswater Reservoir. You can see the dam down there. As everybody says, it's quite a trek along here. Wainwright's coast to coast official marker. It's the first one I've seen on the trip. So we've made it to Shap Abbey, just the tower that's still standing, I think. Not sure for how much longer. There's a big crack in it, but very peaceful. Right, we need to head over to the footbridge and over that rise, and then pop into Shap. Not far now. Made it to Shap, to the campsite, which is really like somebody's lawn, but nice level pitch, and get to see the fells in the background. It's rather gorgeous, and the award-winning fish and chips in Shap are absolutely gorgeous. worth a visit.